Hello everybody and welcome back to the final part of the Castle Evolution HD starring Mickey Mouse LP. We're now going to use the Rainbow Bridge to go into the witch's castle and beat the shit out of her so we can go and make sweet love to our identical looking girlfriend. Hooray.
Do 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 do. Better grab that
That was
extra
a callback.
life.
Which I never understood. Like, I mean, I guess it was just a common thing back in these days. It was like, Minnie looks just like Mickey, Daisy looks just like Donald.
Goofy looks just like
Just like Goofette.
Gareth, people often date people who resemble the same flaws that people think that they themselves have. So.
It's like the Van Houtings in Simpsons. There was a joke once where Kurt was like, if I had had more confidence in life, maybe I wouldn't have married someone who looks just like me.
Aww.
You and Carrie look identical, so.
We are. She's actually my sister. So on this thing, if each gem just makes a tiny bit of the bridge, why couldn't we have just gotten 2 gems and done it that way? And then just walked very carefully over to fight the
Mickey
witch.
has vertigo and he's very afraid of heights, and he didn't want to risk it, even though he's been doing all this.
Good thing he's in a platformer.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he's a platformer. Do you think Miserabel's, like her name is just a pun on the term miserable?
I didn't even think about that.
No.
But yeah.
No, it couldn't be, because, like... That's like saying Cruella was cruel or something. This is a really cool way to end the game, by the way. This is so fun.
It's pretty fun.
This section is a lot cool.
You'll see I have some perspective issues here in a minute, but yeah, other than that, it's pretty fun.
Again, I would say, like, I genuinely, as I said in one of the last parts, I don't really like 3D in games, but this is, if this was on 3DS, this is one section where I probably would turn the 3D on.
Yeah.
The player journey.
This is the fun little level. I kind of wish there was more things in the game of Miserable, like messing with the level with her little spells. That's bullshit.
Oops.
Because I think she only...
That's bullshit.
That was you fucking up, Chris.
No.
That was you. The first one wasn't. That one was you entirely. I think she only shows up. I think she only shows up at one other time.
She shows up in the background level of
the game?
Is it Enchanted Forest where you go with all the ghosts?
Yeah.
Fucking spiders.
I wish Miserabella, like, was just spouting off rhymes throughout the entire game.
Which is like Gruntilda.
Yeah.
Well, you say that, but just, what we're about to encounter, she is just Gruntilda.
So there's...
I think it... Let's go play Banjo-Kazooie, guys.
Yeah. Let's just cut to Banjo-Kazooie movies right now. So there's a lot of dialogue here you can miss if you, I don't know, want to play the game and run to the boss.
I have to say, Chris, I was watching the footage. What you do here is amazing.
Well, I mean, you gotta do something, right? And I can't do that crouch
Let's all
thing.
go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and suck ourselves a cock.
The old classic.
You're just walking into his dick.
It was not my fault they made it equivalent to his face. Uh-oh. Yeah, one of the few speaking roles in this game Minnie has, and you miss it entirely if you don't wait for it.
Yeah, I never waited for it, so I never got to hear it.
Oh, it's just like The Exorcist, the candles light themselves.
So I like the character models in this game, but in certain lights they just don't look that great.
Yeah, she looked pretty bad.
But now she looks fine.
I actually thought that made it look scarier. That bad lighting.
Did you get her pun?
Now the voice, the voice of the witch is Nikki Fatterman, who most people would of course recognize as Elsa from Hey Arnold, or maybe you might know her as Styx the Badger in Sonic Boom.
Ah.
Because we always get to tie it back to Sonic.
Yeah. Oh, did you get it? She name dropped it. She name dropped Castle Evolution. This boss is the most different from the original. In the original, there's like a bunch of different platforms, and she just like reappears, kind of like Dracula, the Grim Reaper in Castlevania. She just like bounces in and out, and then she'll just fire some ghosts and you jump on her face.
If you play the original on easy mode, you don't even fight her.
What?
Yeah.
What do you? How to end then? You just get the emeralds and like the castle explodes.
it's called easy mode for a reason.
More games should just let you skip final bosses for playing on easy.
Mickey just passes a lever that says "Do not pull," and he pulls it, and the castle explodes.
So, I wanted to see about you guys. Did you guys have a lot of trouble with this boss the first time, or am I just really bad?
No, the first time I did,
'Cause
yeah.
I was beating my head against the wall for like 20 minutes against the patterns.
It's weird. It's one of those things where, like, watching Chris play, it looks easy as shit.
Yeah.
But
No,
I think
Go
think
on.
it's a mixture of as we've gone over the slippery controls, and I don't think the camera is that good in this boss fight.
And one
I
additional
think
thing
the angle.
is you have 5 life slots, but when you die, you get reset back to 3 instead of 5.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way to get those extra health points throughout the fight, so that's another thing against you.
The perspective of jumping onto the platform and then onto her head, that's the most difficult part, in my opinion.
And of course, just like the Chaos 6 fight, the floor starts falling away.
You mean for Knuckles?
Yes.
Oh. I was gonna say that didn't happen for Sonic. Oh, I got hit. What would you guys do if I died and we had to go through the entire boss again?
Fire you.
Good.
Let's see. Well, Chris.
I made it.
Oh, you did it. I was about to say, we still have, like, what, 8 minutes left?
Yeah, I hope you guys like credits.
Oh my god.
We have
Jump on us some
we
more.
have to honor the fallen, guys. Ah.
What's the significance of that thing? We got it, but what is it? Oh, it's telling us.
Why did Mickey just shove it into his crotch if he's just gonna hold it straight away, Mickey? You'd be a damn fool. I've got this pointy thing. Fuck you! Throws at that woman.
She.
Before the gem burst into a cascade of rainbow light, filling every inch of the tower.
Oh.
I actually really like her voice for the Nikki Futterman's voice for the witch. I actually think it sounds very classic Disney-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Fits in very well.
Terrible spell
Damn, she looks turn up. Check that witch out.
and Mizrabel wilted and shrieked
Looks like Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. Snoogans.
arms around Mickey, and as he hugged
Oh, now we can go back to doing absolutely nothing with our lives until you're kidnapped again. Oh.
You know what he said? Mickey is a lying shit. He just said he vowed never to let her go, but 2 seconds later he lets her go.
What the fuck?
Fucking
Mickey
piece of shit mouse.
Mizrabel was helping the
Mouse? Let's trust the bitch I just jumped on.
I love that face for Mickey. It's like the funniest face. Like, it's like the funniest face ever. I love it.
Oh, let's go play Quidditch.
and why so
That's actually the unlockable final level. Quidditch.
more powerful than any.
Hogwarts versus the Castle of Illusion U. Okay, let's go.
And even after what she had put them through, they shared its secrets with her.
Well,
Mickey and Minnie are dumb.
Yeah, watch where you're
yes,
flying.
they are.
For one.
Thanks for trying to kill us. Have a great weekend. Have a
Someone else.
great weekend. Go fuck up Donald's life now. Fuck you.
Now,
Where were we?
Oh,
Sully?
right. We're getting to the part where they're about to fuck in the woods.
Oh yeah. And the whole theater's gonna watch
You know,
him.
yeah. You know what I like about these credits? So we have sitting in the cinema here. We have in the very very front row. We have Pluto, and then Huey, Dewey, and Louie from DuckTales. And in a row behind them, we have Minnie and Mickey. And then behind them, we have Pete. We have Daisy, Donald, and Goofy. And in the back row, we have Chip and Dale and Scrooge McDuck, which I think is a very very nice touch. Having all these characters, I like them. I like it.
So, at the end of this, does Mickey, like, hit the stop button and go, "So, what'd you guys think?"
It'd be
I
good
mean, it's
if-
still a rough cut, but
Well, I wish you didn't die so much, Mickey. You could have cut that out.
yeah, we're gonna cut out all the deaths later, huh?
Hot dog!
Thumbs up and subscribe.
We have to film.
And then you have
We have to
Walt
film
Disney
the
in
sex
the
scene with Minnie.
you have Walt Disney in the back, who's just like, I never proved this shit.
Just his head in the tube.
Walt Disney's in the back just scoring more Nazis, more.
I can't wait for someone to edit that scene from AOSTH and put Walt Disney's face on it.
Just put Walt Disney's face on a bot like more Nazis, more.
Oh, one
Why is
QA
people
tester.
like? People clap for a long time in Disneyland. Like I would have stopped clapping by now.
Their not hands aren't even moving. I gotta wonder if this is a pre-recorded and he added it in. A little creep.
Nobody's clapping at my movie. Fuck you all.
Mickey just has one of those keyboards that has like the clapping in it, and he's just pressing the key over and over.
So I guess we're at the end of Castle of Illusions.
Oh, Haruki
Oh, they-
Satomi.
You know, I like how they stop when Sega of America appears. Like, oh nope, I ain't applauding them. Fuck them. they made us shut down our studio. Fuck you. But yeah, maybe
They're localizing Miku games over letting us make more games. Oh.
not in Sega Europe though. Fuck you, Tracker. Maybe if you want to sum up our thoughts on the game overall, Smoothies, why don't we start with you?
It's overall it's a good game. There's some minor problems with it, but it's great. I say if you have $15, go get it.
I think this game's going to be like comfort food for me. I've been looking for a game that's really short and easy to beat lately, so I think this is probably one I'll keep coming back to. Just, it's fun, it's charming, I like it.
Yeah, agreed. I agree with both Smoothies and Chris. It's
Well, that's rare.
maybe a tad on the short side, and as we said in the past, it does have the control isn't the best. As we've seen, sometimes the slipperiness of Mickey's control can screw you up, but aside from that, it is a completely fun and charming little game, and I think it's perfect for kids. Whenever my niece comes over, she always wants to play this, but she's bad at the game, so I give her a controller that's not connected to anything, and I play the game, and she thinks she's doing well.
Great.
But yeah,
I'm sad we never got remakes of the next few games.
which is kind of, again, to go back to DuckTales Remastered, Capcom were hinting at things like Chip and Dale Remastered or Darkwing Duck Remastered. We never got those, so I think kind of like Sega or Disney were like, we're going to approve one of these and then never do it ever again, never speak of it.
Yeah, they kind of shuttered their gaming outlook recently, so I wouldn't count on a revival.
Haven't they said they've completely... Oh, that's because with something like this wasn't Disney doing it direct. 'Cause I think Disney said they're shutting down their direct game studio, so things like this, that's probably why Disney Infinity's stopping. But for something like this and DuckTales Remastered, they're just licensing out their franchises. They're not directly working on the game making. So I'm hoping that does mean... maybe, I think at this point though, the ship has unfortunately sailed on Chip and Dale Remastered. Or a World of Illusion remake, but hopefully at some point they'll license out their characters, because Disney, like something like Warner Brothers, with like the Looney Tunes, has an amazing backlog of just fantastic characters, which if you put the right people in them, could make great games with.
I'm still surprised they never at least did DuckTales 2 remastered. That's one thing where I'm like, surprised they never jumped on that.
Was DuckTales 2 a good game?
The DuckTales 2 was good. It wasn't. A lot of people don't view it as fun as the first one, which I kind of agree with.
Check out my
fun.
blog
Again,
spot, guys.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
you can
Like,
contact the author at.
I just really wanted Chip and Dale remastered.
Okay.
I'm not sure who those people were, but R.I.P.
I was surprised they didn't have a Sega Studios Australia thing there too. Like, rip.
Oh my god.
Let's end this game on a horrible note. Oh, we unlocked the night outfit, guys.
In the Castle of Illusion.
Oh, we could play through it again with a different outfit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So, Smoothies, when you fully complete the game, doesn't the narrator just say Mickey did everything he could do in the castle, now he's gonna go home and never return?
Yeah, that's exactly what he says.
Good. Get out of here, you fucking Noid.
There's the woman we just beat up.
Along with the tree and the Jack in the Box and the giant Twizzler.
And that
This
dude.
game's fucked.
Let's never return.
Again,
You're
again,
actually
the-
walking out.
Well, yeah.
Again, I like how the narrator was like, Mickey knew there was more stuff to do, and Chris like, LOL, nope, and just walks out.
It's like at the end of Sonic Heroes where it's like, get all the A-rings. Fuck off.
Go fuck yourself. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on our LP of Castle of Illusion HD starring Mickey Mouse. I've been FTA.
I've been Mikono's fan.
And I've been Mikono's fan.
Yeah. Please join us on the next LP we do, which could be anything, but also maybe there'll be an extra video to go along with this LP. Maybe. Bye.
There is? Is there?